Hello, hello, and welcome in or welcome back to Sound Wisdom Tarot. I'm Shannon Rose Scott, and this is your 2024 love forecast for the entire year. Yes, this is your love reading collective, a month by month tarot forecast regarding love for you. Yes, what is in store for you regarding love in this abundantly amazing year coming up? I'll be pulling an oracle card to begin with for the overall energy for your year. Then I'll use the Light Seers Tarot deck to pull one card for every month, followed by another of my favorite tarot decks to pull a clarifying card as well, one per month. So let's get into it, my friends. This is your love reading for 2024. A reminder that 2024, 2 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8, which is the number of abundance, right? That infinity sign showing that ever-flowing energy of abundance, abundance of all forms, including love. Yes, and so we've got a really special year ahead of us for everybody on the planet. This is a year where you can more easily manifest abundance of love, abundance of friends, abundance of self-love. Okay, so let's see what is in store for you. Here we go. Spirit guides, high divine, intergalactical beings, and angel guides. Please help me connect to the spirit guides of my collective tuning in for love. Yes, what is the overall energy, please, for the collective for 2024? The overall energy in love for the collective in 2024, please, Spirit. These cards are shifting all around, shifting and kind of being sticky. Is that a sign of the overall energy? Some shifts in love? Being a little elusive. What's coming out here? There we go. Okay, challenges. All right. We have all true soul connections involve challenges, but they can be overcome together. Oh, I love that. Yes. So to have that abundance we seek, there does have to be the ups and the downs, right? That is part of the sign itself of abundance. That figure 8 doesn't always stay high. Sometimes it goes down. But guess what? That momentum of that downward motion is what propels it to go back up. And yes, that upward motion naturally has the downward motion as well. Both are essential. Sometimes we get caught up thinking like, oh, something went wrong when it goes into that down period. It was a divine wrong, if so, because what goes up must come down, right? And here we have this beautiful person on top of the mountain. Yeah, like in order to get to the top of the mountain, you have to go through challenges, but you can do it together. So this isn't actually saying that your relationship necessarily is itself is a challenge, although there'll be challenges in it, but that you're going to have challenges regarding love so that the two can work through it together. So that it can be overcome together to strengthen the bond. Challenges aren't meant to tear us down. They're meant to help us strengthen. Nice. So you're all true soul connections. Okay, that's also a sign for you this year regarding love. That if it's a true soul connection, there will be some challenge. So not to let the challenge kind of freak you out and be like, oh no, this isn't the one. Or there's something wrong with my current relationship. No. The challenge is here to help you overcome it together. All right. Here we go. Let's do it. Month by month, please, Spirit Guides. So in honor of the number 8 for our year of abundance of all forms, here we go. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to leave those for the end. We'll see what those secret little cards are. But here we go. 8 shuffles. January. Oh, the Emperor. February. 7 of Swords. Okay. So there's some self-sabotage going on. March. Yeah, King of Swords. Okay. The Emperor and a King. You're attracting some bosses up. Like some bosses up. You're attracting some boss energy. I like it. January, February, March, April. Another King. You saw me shuffle. Wow, King of Wands. May. Page of Cups. Are you kidding me? June. Three of Swords. Okay. July. 2 of Wands. August. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. September. 4 of Swords. October. 6 of Cups. November. Oh, I pulled 2, so I must have meant to do that. But we have 10 of Pentacles and the Lovers. Look at this. 10 of Pentacles and the Lovers. Wow. Wow. And December. Page of Pentacles. Nice. Okay. This is my Neoteric Feminine tarot deck. Okay, we've got some more sneaky jumpers that will be right at the end for more of the overall, for more of kind of the answers, clarification. Furthermore, at the very end, those will be kind of those magic cards that make sense of the rest, if we still need that. Okay, but here we go. Let's get some more clarifying right away, and then I'll tell you what it all means. So for the Emperor, oh, cool, we got the Magician. Yeah, all right, I love this. For the 7 of Swords in February, the Star, yeah. For King of Swords in March, ooh, Ace of Wands. For King of Wands in April, ooh, 7 of Cups, okay. For Page of Cups in May, Queen of Swords. For 3 of Swords in June, 10 of Wands. All right, yeah. For 2 of Wands in July, 9 of Wands, okay. For 5 of Pentacles in August, 8 of Wands. Love this deck. For 4 of Swords in September, 7 of Wands, okay. For 6 of Cups in October, oh, 10 of Cups, yes. Let me tell you, the end of your year, the beginning and the end of your year look amazing. All right. The Lovers and the 10 of Pentacles for November. 9 of Cups. I like it. And for Page of Pentacles in December, 6 of Pentacles. Love it. All right. All right. Wow. This is a really good outlook. Yes, there's some challenges as our overall energy, hinted at. But you're meant to overcome it together. And the end of the year looks looks even better than the beginning, but the beginning's really good. So you are here right now watching this reading so that you can actually affect change into your year, so that you can make the challenging parts a little less challenging, and so you can enhance the good parts. Because tarot is not set in stone. Remember this, please, collective. Tarot is not set in stone. That's why you're here. You're here to gain insight as to possibilities so that you can mitigate and navigate those challenges. Here's what you need to know regarding love. So in January, you've both the Emperor and the Magician. So you are like really being wise, confident. You are like in control in January. And if you're single, I feel like this is you, like, you know, just living your best life, becoming like getting your own self in order first to be ready for love. If you're in a relationship, it's like you're just like confidently enjoying that relationship and also like focusing on yourself, focusing on your strengths. The Emperor is the epitome of all four kings. So the Emperor is like the master of his thoughts. The Emperor is the master of his emotions. The Emperor is the master of his finances and abundance in the world. And the Emperor is the abundance of fire, of like that spark, that drive, that passion. And when I say he's the master of his, like he's the master of his life, not like, not in the negative way, in the most positive way. He's learned how to master himself. And he's cool, calm, collective. He doesn't like overwork in any of these areas. In fact, he's strategic with this chess piece here. He's cool, calm, and able to make decisions based on wisdom. Wisdom of all forms. Again, wisdom of thinking, of emotions, of passion and drive, and in the world, grounded wisdom as well. And with the Magician here, the Magician is an energy of having all the elements you need to manifest exactly what you want. And it's actually focusing on what it is you want to manifest. And I'm drawn to point out, look at this, we got the figure 8. We've got the figure 8. There's only 2 cards in the whole deck that show the figure 8, that abundance sign, and we got one of them in your reading. So again, this is a symbol of how infinite potential this year is for you tuning in regarding love, because this is a love reading. So you have infinite potential to manifest the exact type of love you want. But you do have to use your intention to manifest what you want instead of what you don't want, right? So notice that this Magician isn't using, I mean, this is like an analogy we could say. The Magician isn't using the elements that they don't want to bring in the love that they want. And yet that's what so many of us do, right? Like when we think of what we want for a partner, we usually think in terms of, well, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this. No, okay, this is your guidance to focus just on what you want. Surround yourself with thoughts regarding what you want in your partner. And that's whether you're already in a relationship or not, right? Even if you're already in a relationship, especially if you're already in a relationship, you can focus on what you want in your partner instead of what you don't want. And feed that, right? Like compliment your partner on when they do things that, you know, make you feel pleased, that are signs of what you want, instead of picking at them for what you don't want, right? And for those singles out there, same thing. Right? Be very focused on what you want. Make a vision board. Write about it. Draw about it. But you are like manifesting big time in January. February is an interesting month. We have the Seven of Swords and we have the Star. Sorry, let me hold these in the other hand. We have the Seven of Swords and we have the Star card. The Seven of Swords is the Thief card in the tarot deck. It is a card of deception, trickery. Now, whether you're being deceived or tricked by others, or whether it's the self-deceit, right? The self-sabotage, only you know based on your own current situation. And just a reminder that not to force anything in this reading to fit if it doesn't fit your life. This is a general reading, so please make sure to tune into your intuition, right? And only pick and choose what works for you, what resonates for you, and leave the rest for another listener. And if you do want a private, I do offer those, okay? Check it out in the description box below. But yeah, so you'll know for you whether this deceit, this trickery is your own self-sabotaging love, right? Or if it is some kind of low vibrational energies around you that you need to heal from. If it's self-deceit, you also need to heal from that. Because if you know that you're the kind of person that does self-sabotage your relationships, well, look at this. We have the Star card clarifying it. So that means that's actually wonderful. Regardless, this is a wonderful card. However, this card is showing up in your life, the Thief card is showing up in your life in February. It's so that you can heal that energy. The challenge is here so that you can overcome it. Yeah, so if you're the kind of person that tells yourself like, oh, I couldn't have that kind of love, this is the month you get to heal from that. If you are the kind of person that you know, maybe create stories around mistrust, but in this case, it's self-sabotaging, right? Where you're saying like, I can never trust my partner. I can never do this. Well, this is the month you get to heal that. And if it is actual deception, you get to heal from the actual deception. And like this person is no longer surrounded by anyone who's tricking them or stealing from them. So February could be the month that you cut out any thieves from your life, okay? Any of those people that steal your time, steal your energy and love, or who do actually perhaps cheat, right? This is you getting to heal from that. February is a time of nurturing, spending time in water, near water, nurturing yourself, getting back in tune with who you really are, with your own alignment in the stars. Because then in March, in March, this could be when you meet your soulmate. Because you've got an Ace of Wands. That's like a brand new passionate love, okay? Wands are like that sexual energy, that sexual drive, and you've got a brand new big wand coming into your life. And whether it's a male or female, gender doesn't matter in the tarot, but they're a king, okay? They're a king, they're a queen. They are a king of swords. They will be really smart, okay? This person coming in March, and again, if you're already in a relationship, this is just saying that you'll reignite that passion. Like if you're in a relationship that you want to be in, okay? You'll be reigniting that passion and getting more clarity of thought. Like both of you will be developing more intelligence together. All right, but if this is a new person, yeah, you'll know it's them because of how clever they are, how quick thinking they are. And yet they're not like look at how calm and cool this King of Swords is. He's just sitting there calmly. It's not like he has to force his intelligence on you. He just exudes it naturally. He has such clarity of thinking that he's surrounded by birds of all kinds. Birds, flying creatures, bat there too. He's able to see the world from that higher minded perspective. And then in April, interesting. Okay, so we have another king energy. King of Wands. This is like, well, because it's here with the Seven of Cups, I'm almost inclined to think that this is another person, a different person, another king, because the Seven of Cups is having so many choices and being confused about which choice to take. So this could indeed be two different kings. One is symbolized by their quick, clever thinking, by their, calm clarity of thought. What is that word for people that are attracted to intelligence? Put it in the comments below for me, please, if you know that word. But like, yeah, they exude like sexual intelligence. Whereas in April, this King of Wands who's coming in exudes like sexual attraction. They are the king of that wand energy. They have a lot of passion, a lot of drive, a lot of courage, right? With this lion here behind them. They, are a go-getter. They could be like an entrepreneur as well. They could be like really creative and passionate in their field. They're full of light. They're a light bringer. And if these aren't two different people, they could be the same person, but your relationship starts in March from the intellectual viewpoint. And then in April, you're like, oh, I'm also super attracted to this person too. Or it could be one of those situations where you meet someone and at first, yeah, it's more of like an admiration, and then you start developing the more passionate feelings. If you're already in a relationship, this is you getting like that clear thought with your partner, developing higher level thinking with your partner, going through perhaps this healing challenge in February of like either the self-sabotage or, sorry, just to go back to February for a moment, this card can also, like with the deceptions, with that thief card, it doesn't always have to be the worst of the worst, right? It doesn't have to be cheating, right? It could just be, those little lies that, aren't quite truthful. So in March, because in February, you're going to take the time to heal from that, to like have it be exposed and heal from it. In March, it's like the two of you getting higher level thinking around that issue. And then in April, it's like helping you reignite your passion again together. But regardless, there's going to be some choices you need to make. And because this is the sign of cups, this is your advice to make sure you're choosing from your emotions. Cups are emotions, okay? Instead of making the choice from your head. She's got her hands on her head because it's like she's trying to think, which way do I choose? What do I choose? Do I want this? Do I want that? Well, this is better for me for this reason. This is better for me for this. Throw that away and let your emotions guide you in making this choice. Your body knows. You know what? And I even have the pendulum. Sorry, my mind went blank for a moment. I have the pendulum here. I'd already brought it out because at the very end, I'd like to give you some yes or no questions answered by the pendulum. Because the pendulum is a wonderful example of how the body knows what it is you already want. All right? The body will respond. And if you can listen to your body, yeah, it's already going. The body knows if it's a yes or a no. And the pendulum is a tool to help do that. So we'll get back to that at the end. But that's one way. You can also do pendulum work on your own, right? But that's one way you can tune into your body. If you're saying like, I don't know how to tune into my body. I don't know how to listen to those answers. Practice. It does take a bit of practice, okay? Especially if you're not used to doing it. I used to think I had no body intuition. But once I spent time practicing it, I realized, oh my goodness, I'm full of, we are all spiritual beings in human bodies, right? Having a human experience, but from a spiritual perspective. So we all have the potential. We all have the potential for listening to our own intuition, but we do have to practice it. Another way is simply by like drawing, quick, spontaneous. You know, I have tons of tools to help you do that. So again, if you're looking for a private one-on-one, I offer those. I also have online courses that already like take you through a lot of those tools self-paced. So check it all out below. Because here we go. Now we're moving on. January, February, March, April, May. May, you've got a love offer. You've got like the Page of Cups energy. This is such a romantic, charming energy coming through. So yeah, in May, you've got something beautiful. It's like a kind of love that makes you feel like head over heels, right? Head over heels in love. It's the kind of love they talk about in romance books, in those rom-com movies, right? It's a kind of love when pigs fly, right? There's that phrase like, oh, that'll happen when pigs fly, meaning never. Well, for you, it's not never. For you, it's in May, okay? You will be feeling light as a feather, right? I think this pig even has, feathered wings, right? Because they're flying. You'll be feeling so light. This is a wonderful, wonderful energy. And it's clarified by Queen of Swords. So you have King of Swords and Queen of Swords. Yes, indeed. This is why I feel like you're attracting your soul partner if you're not already with them. Or if you are with them already, it's like you two really bossing up, leveling up to that higher love, that higher spiritual love. Because the King and Queen of Swords are at the top of the sword game, right? They are no longer like trapped in their heads, in those uncomfortable sword energies. They are clear thinking. They know what they want. They know how to express it. Swords are not only about thinking, but also how you communicate it. Yeah, so meaning you're both really good communicators. You speak the same love language, or even if you don't, you know how to communicate and use those love languages. So I like it. I like it. Now, why though? January, February, March, April, May, June. Why in June? You have the Three of Swords and the Ten of Wands. June is one of those challenging months, okay? June is a month of challenges. But remember, you can overcome it together. If it's a true soul connection, it's meant to be overcome together. So something could go down in June that leaves you feeling brokenhearted. All right, Three of Swords is that brokenhearted energy. I'm getting the message, be careful you don't break your own heart, right? Watch out for that February energy of self-sabotage. Watch out for that in a couple reasons. So in February, if someone shows up that is more of that thief energy, but like with all of that red flag energy, right? Or if there's all these red flags coming up in February and you don't shine a light on it, that could lead to like super big heartbreak later in June. Or again, if you don't take the time to heal from your own self-sabotaging nature, then you could sabotage yourself getting mixed up in too many relationships, perhaps. That's also something that could be happening. It might not be on their end. It could be on yours, right? Because you did have these 2 kings and then, you know, a queen too. Like, watch out that you're not indulging in areas you shouldn't, or that you don't actually want to be indulging in, because it could lead to some broken hearts. If you're asking me, well, how do I heal? How do I make sure I'm healing from my own self-sabotaging nature? Shadow work, okay? This character's moving in the dark, right, by the light of the moon. That's a sign of doing your own shadow work, all right? Take a look at your own behaviors. There's lots of information online about shadow work, but it's like owning, right? Like, oh, I do this. I do this. I have these qualities. I don't like this about myself, but I will admit that I do them, right? You have to admit things first before you can work on them. And then in the moment, when you catch yourself still behaving in your shadow side, it's like, oh, look at that, I'm doing that. Can I choose another way? Moment to moment. And the more you do that, the easier it gets. Like, for example, personally, in the past, from extreme desire to people please, it wasn't intentional, but I realized I would tell all these little white lies. And I would catch myself telling like none of them were big bad ones. They were all like silly ones. Like people would be like, oh, did you see that show last night? And I hadn't, but I'd be like, yeah, because I was like, I wanted to be liked, you know? And then when I realized, like it took me a while, but when I realized that I was doing that, this is what I did. I did the shadow work. I recognized that it was out of people pleasing. And then when I would catch myself in the moment doing it, I'd be like, I'd just start saying even out loud to the person, you know what? That isn't true, actually. No, I didn't actually watch that show last night. I don't know why I said I did. And they'd kind of like, oh, that's kind of weird, Shannon. But okay. You know, they didn't like judge me for it. They just kind of laughed. They're like, oh, you're funny. And I realized it was easier than I thought to correct some of that shadow work, that shadow side. Just as an example, right? January, February, March, April, May, June. So yes, in June, don't break your own heart. And if you do get your heart broken, know that this is maybe one of those challenges that you're meant to get through. It might not be a forever break, right? Like this doesn't have to symbolize the ending. If you're like listening to this and now suddenly feeling really scared about your relationship, it doesn't have to mean it's over. It just means there's going to have some pain, a little bit of pain. And again, this doesn't have to be the worst of the worst. It doesn't have to be the ultimate heartbreak. It could be, you know, some painful situations that you're dealing with together with your partner. It could mean an ending, but okay, I'll say that. I'll be truthful with you. It could mean a big bad ending, but it could also just be a minor. Again, this is a collective reading, right? So there's lots of different situations that will be showing up for different people. But June's a bit of a hard month for you. Okay, we have 10 of Wands. That's like kind of back-breaking work, and it's almost like you're doing it all alone, right? one's helping this person here. And I wonder if that's what's breaking your heart, is that you feel like at first this relationship was looking really good. King of Swords, King of Wands, really passionate, the Page of Cups. And then I wonder if suddenly in June you feel like you're the only one putting effort into it. In August, we have 2 of Wands and 9 of Wands. 2 of Wands energy is making plans to go on an adventure, to go in another direction. So if you find out in June that this isn't the relationship for you, in July, yeah, you're kind of putting that 1 wand to the side and deciding to go in another direction. Nine of Wands, there's like a bit of, you got some walls up now. Like whatever went down in June, you've taken these wands that you were carrying and you've built a bit of a wall of protection around yourself. A wall, or even just a fence. It's maybe not, right, I guess it's not a wall because there's spaces in between. It's a bit of a fence. You've maybe you're learning in July how to set boundaries, how to speak up for what you want. Like if you felt like you were doing everything on your own, it looks like in July you're like, I need you to do this. I need this to happen in our relationship. I need this to happen. And you're not doing it from a place of fighting. Look at how cool and calm this person is. This is just like where you're like, no, I know what it is I need. And sometimes when we have when we go through this pain, that's how we get to the strength and that confidence to be like, no, I don't want to feel like that anymore. So this is what I'm willing to tolerate. Otherwise, I'm out of here. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, August. August, you're feeling left out in the cold over something. 5 of Pentacles. And 8 of Wands. You are moving in a big direction towards something unknown. Yeah. So 5 of Pentacles is like a lack mindset. It doesn't necessarily reflect the truth. It's a lack mentality. It's feeling left out in the cold, whether you really were or not. Because actually this person is sitting right beside the doorway to help. Okay, this is the doorway to spirit. And the key is right there. They just have to use it. So help is available to you in August, but there's a warning that you're going to be spending a little bit too much time feeling down. The advice is, first off, to look up and look at the door, look at the key, and recognize, just like the beginning of the year showed us, that you are the magician, right? You're the emperor, the empress of your life. And so you can take that key, open that door, and rise up to higher level thinking. You can get out in the road and move towards the love you're seeking. It does seem to me there's a bit of a break, a bit of a timeout in this relationship, but it gets better again at the end here. Okay, so don't let like a reminder. We have to have the infinity of ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. So this heartbreak that could be coming your way in June, that leaves you like getting clear on your boundaries, even though that's hard, that's a wonderful thing to go through though, right? That's a wonderful thing to be able to set, is to learn how to set your boundaries and get clear on what you want, and like set your boundaries and go for what you want. So when you're feeling that lack mentality, it's important that you do remember that you're also a king and queen of swords. You have higher level thinking. You need to access that. And you have the ability to go towards what you want. 8 of Wands is really fast moving energy. It's also so sometimes this represents you moving forward towards an unknown direction, but sometimes it also means messages coming in. Yeah. So I invite you to like save this video as well, right? In your YouTube, like in a YouTube playlist, so that you can like come back month to month. Because yeah, when you are potentially have the potential to feel this lack mentality in August, some advice might be to listen and look for messages coming in that help you reconnect to your spirit, right? That help you reconnect to that high divine within you, that help you reignite your passion. September, you're still trying to heal from everything that went down. September, you have 4 of Swords energy and 7 of Wands. Yeah. 7 of Wands is standing your ground. So those boundaries you set in July, in September, you need to like stand your ground and stand firm for the boundary setting once more. The 7 of Wands is a card of people like of kind of lower vibration trying to pull you down to their level. But look, you're above them. You're above them. And you don't actually, like, they're trying to get you to fight, but you're standing there, you're saying, I'll defend myself, but I'm not going to start this way. I will defend myself, but I'm not going to fight unless, you force me to defend myself, right? So it's not that you need to be the aggressor and get out there. No, it's like you just need to stand up for yourself. And because it looks like you're going to have to set a lot of boundaries here with this 7 of Wands card, you'll need to make sure you're taking enough time to rest, take time to heal, take time to feel and heal. Whatever went down for you in June that broke your heart, it's taken you kind of June, July, August, and September to really heal from it. And it looks like September is the month where you really do heal a lot, right? Where you're able to set your boundaries and keep them and stand up for yourself, and where you take that time out to rest and nurture yourself. This is like where you take time to write about the pain, draw the pain, make art out of it. I read an article recently about how, like, when something kind of like traumatic happens, and it doesn't have to be the big traumas, it can be the little traumas too. But when something happens to us that we're having a hard time processing, writing it out. Here's the steps. First, you let yourself write out as long as it takes, like pages and pages. At least one full page. Okay, at least one full page. And then for a week, like, read what you've written in full. Then the next week, let yourself, if you had pages worth, limit yourself now to just one page. If you were already at just one page, now limit yourself to half a page. Write your same story, but this time reduce it. The next time, reduce it again, this time to like one paragraph. The next time, so like every time you do like a week where you read that over and over, the next time, one sentence. And then finally, one one word. And you'll desensitize yourself to the pain, the trauma, because you're processing it, right? That's another way of doing shadow work too. So September is really important to stand your ground. This is a love reading, so if there were some deceptions, right, that came to light in February and that ended up breaking your heart in June, those are some challenges you get to overcome together, because look, in October, we have some beautiful things happening. So all of those challenging situations through that midsection, right, through the June, July, August, September, that period does look challenging. It looks hard. It looks a little rough. For some people, it could be really rough. For other people, just a little bit of discomfort. But in October, it's all coming back around in the most beautiful ways. We have 6 of Cups and 10 of Cups. So let me start with 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is one of the best love cards. It's having all your emotional dreams come true. Like, it's pure emotional fulfillment. It's having the family of your dreams, whether that's with a partner, with kids, whether that's with, pets, whether it's your chosen family, but it's having the family of your dreams. It's having all your cups fulfilled. It's beautiful. It's like happy together. And 6 of Cups. So this has 2 meanings. 6 of Cups can be reuniting with an ex. So if this is a breakup that happens in June, and you set your boundaries, and you do leave, you make plans to leave, and you do even leave. 8 of Wands energy, and you're feeling left out in the cold, but you might be the one leaving. And you keep setting your boundaries and healing from it. Well, in November, all that could have worked, because this is the ex coming back. And because it's paired with the 10 of Cups, it's like they get it. They get whatever went down. They're ready to make the changes necessary. They want you back. And if it's not the ex, it's you. And by the way, it might not be like an ex, like maybe you and your partner take a break, or you take some time out for each other. It's like reuniting, right? It's coming back and working on it together. A true soul connection. Where'd that card go? Oh, behind me. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. I think you need to maybe take a screenshot of this so you remember what's coming in store. If it's not an ex, if it's not your partner coming back together, it's a new person that feels like home. It's a new person that feels like that you have a past life connection with. And it's going to be the emotional fulfillment of your dreams. Yes, indeed it is, because that energy continues. In November, you get 10 of Pentacles. All right, so not only do you have emotional fulfillment, but in November it turns into like financial fulfillment. This is abundance tenfold, more abundance. Here we have abundance of love, and now you also have abundance of all forms. Once again, we have happy family, happy community. There's lots of wealth. You'll have like enough money, more than enough money together. You have the Lovers card. Yes. So this is confirming that this is like true love, true soul connection. You could be a biracial couple. You could be an LGBTQ couple. It doesn't matter. Whatever kind of couple you are is just right for you. It's the 10 of Pentacles kind of love. And I like this. We also have 9 of Cups here, which is like being, and I mean the 10 of Cups already came out, so it couldn't come out again from the same deck. And so it's like that same, it's still that same energy, but it also shows me that it's, as well as being, because it also came out with this 10 of Pentacles, it's like you're together and you're able to be alone. So it's not a codependent relationship. It's actually one of those interdependent relationships, which is good, right? It's like not one of those old relationship patterns you might have had of being like kind of addicted to your partner, right? Or being needy. It's not that at all. It's like you're able to stand on your own. You're able to feel emotionally fulfilled on your own, and yet you want them as your partner. You don't need them, you want them. Right? There's a difference. It's like one of those healthy, mature type loves. Right? The end of the year looks great. Because then in December, yeah, we have 6 of Pentacles showing that it's equal give and take. This love that you're welcoming into your life in October, November, it's the kind that's equal give and take. All right, and it's just, this is also a reminder to make sure you're allowing yourself to receive as much as you give. Perhaps at the beginning of the year with that 7 of Swords energy, you catch yourself like maybe being an overgiver. That's another way of self-sabotaging. That's another potential shadow work you could do. But by everything you go through, right, by learning to set those boundaries over the year, it's like, no, now you're willing to set that requirement that you need to have equal give and take in your relationship. And here in December, it's like, yeah, you're learning how to balance things out together with this Page of Pentacles. You have some brand new way to move forward together with abundance. I like it. I like this. I love this for you. So let's take a look at what these sneaky cards were at the beginning. But before I do, I'd love to just request that you please like this video if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Make sure you've subscribed if you haven't already. Thank you to all my subscribers. You mean so much to me. I so appreciate you being here as part of the Sound Wisdom community. And please go ahead and comment below how this has resonated, or even just, I claim this energy, I claim this love, I claim this true soul connection coming my way in 2024. The more you comment below, even if it's just with an emoji, by the way, right? Just give me a heart emoji. Even that helps me tune into your energy more in future readings, right? Your specific energy. And if you're looking for a private, I do offer that, right? I have 30-minute privates, 60-minute privates. I could give you a 90-minute personalized yearly forecast. And I also have just a couple spots left in my super special Sound Wisdom Regulars program, where each month you get a personal reading, okay? It's a really amazing deal. There's just a couple spots left, so check all of that out in the description box below. But here we go. Let's look into it. Ooh, I like it. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we've got, I'm going to start with this one. We've got 9 of Wands showing up again and Justice. You had 9 of Wands in July, right? Having to set some boundaries after whatever goes down in June with some heartbreak. And so that's clarified here again. What I like about this is you're not building a wall, but you are building a fence. You're making sure, and that's also advice for you. Make sure that when you set the boundaries, you're not building a wall around your heart that closes you off from love, but that you're just building a fence to show people, no, this is my boundary, and I expect you to honor my boundaries, or else I'm out of there, right? Or else I'm out of here. You get to decide what is just, right? What is right for you. And this is also a sign of getting what you deserve, like in the positive form, right? All the hard work that you put in to this relationship will give you justice in the end, as we see here, right? But you do have to go through the challenges. The other 3 cards that came out are Hanged Man, or the Hanged Person. There's going to be some waiting time, right? Some patience required for this to all come to fruition. There's going to be times where you have to just hang around and wait. But the hanging around is to strengthen you and to help you enlighten, to help you come to that clear thinking. High Priestess. Yes, this is your year of learning how to go inwards and honor your own heart's desires, honor your own personal wisdom. This is your year of doing some shadow work, right? That's come up a few times in this reading. And the High Priestess is big on shadow work, right? This is how you can go into yourself and learn more about you in order to be the best partner back. And this is, your year of Temperance. Temperance is about balancing, it's about balancing our shadow and our light. That theme just keeps popping up, but it's true. Temperance is also about that. It's balancing your dark and your light side. It's balancing your differing desires. It's making sure you get enough rest and play and work. It's taking time to nurture yourself and nurture others. Tempering. And when you approach the challenges from this place of temperance, from this place of being willing to wait and let things take their necessary time, and being willing to go inwards to your own guidance system, that's when you get your 10 of Cups, your 10 of Pentacles, your true love, your soul connection. Boom. What an honor it was to spend time in this energy. This is a beautiful year for you. Yes, with some challenges, but you can overcome them together. I hope I get to hear from you in the comment section below. I do respond eventually to every comment in the comment section, okay? So please go ahead and connect with me through there. Otherwise, until next time, keep tuning into your inner wisdom, your inner path.